Tom and Will are often taking the piss out of me for how much I dislike Yonex rackets, but I have to say that this Yonex is completely different to a lot of the other ones I've tried. There's nothing against the rackets per se, it's just I think that the Yonex rackets in general don't really fit with my game that well. I'm not a big fan of the head shapes that they have, and I often feel that it just doesn't give me quite the control that I need. Having said that, the Yonex V100 was really quite different. It's a really light racket, it comes in at 300 grams, but the swing weight is quite an impressive 320, so you can still get a reasonable amount of power. There was quite a lot of control with this racket. I felt comfortable getting good flight path, good spin on the ball, and I was pretty consistent throughout the whole practice. In fact, I'd just go as far as to say as my forehand's rarely been that consistent in recent times. You can see on my forehand I'm really getting good flight path, good spin, and I'm really pushing William back behind the baseline. The only slight downfall of the racket is that I'm putting a hell of a lot of effort into hitting these forehand cross courts. You do get quite a bit of power if you're swinging fast, but it doesn't come easy. And if you're playing a long 3-set match, I reckon I'd get pretty tired using this racket. The backhand was, as usual, it was pretty good. Just like on the forehand, you had to swing quite a little bit to get the power, but the power was there if you could harness it. As for spin on the backhand, I was generating quite easy spin like I was on the forehand side. Up of the net, the volleys were okay. I'm not the greatest volleyer in the world, but seeing as the racket's only 300 grams, it's really quick and easy to maneuver at the net, which is quite enjoyable. I was getting good power on my serve, but I kept on hitting it long. It was almost that because the racket was too light, I was getting too fast a racket head speed, and then I couldn't control it into the court. The serves look good, but they're all going long. On my second serve, I could generate quite a lot of spin, so for my kick serve on my second serve, that's pretty good, because I use that serve quite a lot. But again, on the first serve, unless I was hitting a first serve with quite a lot of topspin, or hitting it out wide, I struggle to hit that flat one, and I think that's a result of it being a little bit light. In terms of who I think should use this racket, I think this racket would be brilliant for junior players. As long as they can create good racket head speed, which, if you've played a lot when you're a kid, you can do that, then I think this racket is a great racket for them. Personally, I'd want something a little bit more heavier.